Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Trrewty, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Takes aim and crosses. Hernandez with the short one. Chooses to go, shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's made its way to him. And he has been fouled there. And it's Batasagi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Batasagi made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Füllkrug. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who...
He's having a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Çalhanoğlu certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. De Winter. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing. Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Modric. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, well played. So it is still 0-0. Rabiot. Modric. Füllkrug. Hernandez. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. Fofana looking to get on the end of this. Now that's well seen too. Tomori. For Salamakers. Now it's Fofana. And it's Modric. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pulisic. Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Modric goes short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Beckham. Rijkaard. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Now it's Füllkrug. Tries to pass it through. Sommer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Dumfries. Now Modric. No, that's been intercepted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Salmakers, and he's managed to get free. Pulisic. Beckham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's a promising position, showing good feet. Now the delivery. Pavlovic gets it away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hernandez crosses. He's having a go. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, some tackle that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Salmakers. Now Pulisic. Back into the middle. Knocks it into space. Full crook. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Beckham. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here we go again.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Hernandez. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Salmakers. Referee's given a throw. Salmakers. Now it's Fofana. Salamakers. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Pulisic. An instinctive delivery. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Ronaldo running with the ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rabiot. Milan are looking to break at pace. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Milan looking to pass their way through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. And he was quick to react. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
In comes the corner. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And now they can spring out of defence. Pulisic. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5, el dorsal 3, el dorsal 29.
And still, we await the first breakthrough.
El dorsal 7.
And it's Rabiot. Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Beckham. Modric. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a good ball out wide. That's a shade optimistic. Modric. Dumfries. Hernandez. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pulisic. Clipped into space. Can he finish? Sticks it away! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Nkunku. Now it's Nkunku. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got a... And the shot! Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Batasagi. Loftus-Cheek. Chance for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely aimed pass. Batasagi getting this one clear. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Modric! Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Referee has just said play on. Now it's Pellegrini. And this is Ronaldo.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's onside. And that's that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong. So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jordi Alba just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, what has happened here? And another try! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. They've played it short. Sergio Canos is onto this. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Lobbed in behind. Sergio Canos providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, smashing header! Koundé gets good distance on it. He's in plenty of space here. Goes for a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And he's had it nicked away. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Gonzalez. And it's Azar, looking for a runner. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Sergio Canos is in a really good position out wide. Decent chance! He's keen, determined to have his say. Valladolid are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing.
Header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's hit it long. Gonzalez. Some good work on the right flank here. Now Gundogan. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Jordi Alba. Now it's Lewandowski.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Out to the right. And it's made its way to him. Drives it in. That'll be a throw-in. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Sergio Canos. Tries to play it through. Looking to play him in.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Sergio Canos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is ended up in no man's land. Sergio Canos. Pass somewhat off target. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Played out towards the right wing. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Fantastic save, Ter Stegen.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half.
Barcelona really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point. Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Araujo to Jordi Alba. Mbappe. Pedri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Jordi Alba. Played towards the other side. Rudiger. Koundé. And here's Gundogan. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Now it's Canos. Threads one in. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Fired deep toward... He rises! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Brilliantly cut out. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Look at the space. Shoots! He has done it! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Looking for options for movement. Can he latch on to this? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Rudiger. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is a brilliant interception. Played out to the right. Koundé. Pedri. Azar.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7, Hazard, será sustituido por el dorsal
That was
20.
venomous.
Cambio de jugadores.
It's gone for a throw-in. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. And the return pass. He's on it. Can he get away? Gundogan. There's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's taking no chances there. And reclaimed it in a trice. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Correa coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
El dorsal 13, el dorsal 6.
Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Marcos Andre! And it's in! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And a chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Sergi Canos. Sergi Canos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kessié. Good ball, good take. Sergi Canos. Sergi Canos is in a really good position. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.